Coming up on the Daily O, gates reopened at one military base following a mysterious closing.
And a new budget reaches new heights. All this and more is coming up. The Daily O starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Daily O. I'm Reagan Downs.
And I'm Chance Annis. We're glad you're with us. An entryway into Tinker Air Force Base has been reopened following an incident this morning. Dot Gate and Tinker Truck Gate were closed to local traffic due to an undisclosed incident. Those gates have since been reopened to the general public. More information on what caused these closures has not yet been provided.
Oklahoma's nearly $12.8 billion state budget bill is one step closer to becoming law. That bill passing out a Senate Appropriations Committee, despite Democrats saying it lacks funding for critical child care and Medicaid programs. Most Senate Republicans stand behind the budget, saying it is a record investment in education, mental health, and rural infrastructure. The bill gives nearly $400 million to mental health and over $1.7 billion for education. It will now head to the Senate floor for a vote.
It's election day here in Payne County, so you may be wondering who's on the ballot. Here in Stillwater, votes for a new Stillwater Public Schools board member will be cast. Those votes will be for either newcomer Nathan Brubaker or current board member Rachel Dillon. Brubaker previously ran in 2023 but was overtaken by Tim Hardin. Polls are open until 7.
A new upgrading is hitting Stillwater roads. Overnight, the intersection at US 177 Perkins and East Airport Road was narrowed to one lane. ODOT has been installed new stop signs, turning the intersection into a four-way stop. This caused controversy among the community as many people are asking if a stoplight will be added soon. Officials are asking you to be mindful as you travel through the area and to double-check other drivers.
Cowboys are taking to the sky as a local company has helped keeping the International Space Station running. Frontier Electronic Systems builds critical hardware used in space. That includes a docking adapter that helps spacecraft connect safely to the station and a control box that helps adjust its solar panels as it orbits Earth. The company has been around for more than 50 years, founded by Oklahoma State professors. Leaders say their partnership with OSU has been key to their success. One leader put it this way: the road to Mars goes through Stillwater.
Attorney General Gentner Drummond is urging Oklahomans to stay alert following contractor fraud following severe weather. He notes reports and scams involve repair work often increase in the weeks after storms and tornadoes. The AG's Consumer Protection Unit is now providing tips to help residents stay safe. Those include asking for referrals from trusted family, get written estimates that outline the work, verify a contractor's credentials, avoid those that demand large upfront payments, and research thoroughly. Officials emphasize that if something seems too good to be true, it likely is.
It was a sunny day here in Stillwater, but with slightly more normal temps than you would expect. Let's check in with Zach Berger in the Weather Center to give us our evening forecast. Zach, how we looking?
Hey, we're looking good, Chance. Yeah, like you said, some nice normal temperatures as we sit here. Currently sitting 72 here in Stillwater with a real feel right at 72 as well. Wind coming out of the southeast at 12 miles per hour. And I know it looks a little orange, but it actually is quite clear skies outside as we sit right now. So, guys, nice cooler temperatures right now, but be ready for them to rise once again.
Those I can get behind.
All right, Zach. Well, when we return, Red Dirt fans rejoice as the boys are back.
And one Hollywood star is dancing his way towards Stillwater. The Daily O returns right after this.
Hi, welcome to Sugar Llamas.
Well, I'm the owner of Sugar Llamas here in Stillwater. My name is Chad O'Rourke. We want to create a customer-centric culture and create an experience for our customers when they come in. Our ice cream in particular, you can get it other places, but I'm only aware of like one other place besides the Sugar Llama in the state of Oklahoma that you can get it. We actually ship it in from up north, but when it comes to our coffee, you cannot get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere else in the world. You might find a blend similar to it, but you're not going to get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere but a Sugar Llama. It is proprietary to us. We really actually want to get more involved within our community. It's not just about making money, but it's about serving our community and becoming a part of the community here.
Ace in the Bowl Salsa started many, many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl Salsa is an olive oil-based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten-free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very, very, very good alternative to any snack you may want. As of right now, I'm just looking to be in Oklahoma and having a successful business within the state. If my grandkids could ever take it over when they're old enough, that would be my dream.
Get excited as the highly anticipated Boys from Oklahoma's return to Boone Pickens this weekend. Co-headliners Cross Canadian Ragweed and Turnpike Troubadours are back on Saturday when the music will start playing at 4:30. Gates will open an hour before, and last-second tickets are still available online. The bands will be joined by special guests Stillwater native Wyatt Flores, Shane Smith, and the Saints and the Great Divide. Parking lots will open at 8 on Saturday morning, and there is a clear bag policy being implemented.
A special guest is hitting the OSU stage tomorrow as Alfonso Rubio comes to town. Ribeiro joins us as part of the Speakers Board series and will give a talk starting at 6 p.m. in the West Watkins Center. The New York City kid grew to fame after starring as Carlton on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He went on to win season 19 of Dancing with the Stars and is now a co-host. The event is first come, first served, with the doors opening at 5:15. For more information, you can visit the Speakers Board on Instagram.
Oklahomans are no strangers to severe weather, but it's becoming increasingly important to register your storm shelters as we are officially in storm season. One Oklahoma family was trapped in their shelter following Friday night storms. A tree fell and blocked the door. Thankfully, the family was able to move the tree and get everyone out safely. But this shows the importance of registering your shelter with local or county emergency management, ensuring responders can reach you quickly if something goes wrong.
Well, it's looking like clear skies for the rest of the evening, but what can we look for over the next couple of days? Let's check back in with Zach Berger in the Weather Center to find out more. Zach?
Yeah, Chance, I think we can expect a lot of the same, maybe some rising temps, but nothing too crazy. As we look across the state, just kind of seeing that wind take over, nothing too much. Clear skies, windy skies, cloud coverage in, the east part of the state, but nothing too crazy. Then, as we look into tomorrow, a lot of the same, guys. A lot of the same. Not seeing much change still. We're going to see an increase in temperatures, so a little less wind in that front, but normal clear skies. Looking one more day into it. Once again, same thing, guys. The wind's going to increase, though. We will see that, and we will see temperatures get all the way up to 86, 85. So be on the lookout for that. A couple things I think you should look out for, as always, rising temperatures and rain later in this week. We couldn't see it in the radars, but we will see it soon, and some high winds over the next few days. But hey, that's all I got for right now. Back to you guys at the desk.
A little sad here about that rain, Zach, but when we return, a shocking statement made by the president this morning. We get the details on what he's threatening.
And oil prices reach new heights. We have how this could affect you at the pump. The Daily O returns right after this.
We would design something, it was set on the counter, and people was either, if enough of them said, this isn't it never made to the line. Dad was excited that they're all original. They were all designed on Mom's kitchen table, and it gets in your blood after a while.
We're very happy that Pamela and Michael have taken over the business and kept the family going.
We took the business over in 2017. When we found that it was available, we wanted to keep the legacy of family alive, but it was also incredible products that deserved to be a part of Made in Oklahoma's story. We were a part of Made in Oklahoma years ago, and so it kind of grew as Made in Oklahoma grew.
Oklahoma is ingrained into our everything that we did. We've been here most of our life. That's what we entailed our whole business on, was the Oklahoma homegrown feeling.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
President Donald Trump is escalating his rhetoric as a deadline looms in the war with Iran. In a social media post, Trump warns a whole civilization will die tonight as the U.S. pushes for a ceasefire agreement. The comment comes just hours before a self-imposed deadline where the president says military strikes could begin if Iran does not reopen a key shipping route. Trump has threatened targets like power plants and infrastructure, saying the U.S. is prepared for major action. The White House has not clarified what exactly the president meant by his latest warning. Meanwhile, some are raising concerns about the language and what it could signal.
Oil prices are surging again after new U.S. strikes on Iran. U.S. crude oil jumped to nearly $116 a barrel after reports the U.S. targeted Karg Island. That's a key export hub where Iran ships about 90% of its oil. A U.S. official confirmed the strikes, but says oil facilities were not the target. Still, markets reacted quickly. Meanwhile, drivers are feeling it at the pump as the national average for gas has climbed to $4.14 a gallon. With no ceasefire in sight, experts warn prices could keep rising.
New details are emerging after a dramatic rescue mission highlights the risks still facing U.S. forces in Iran. President Trump says an American F-15 was shot down by a shoulder-fired missile, triggering a nearly 2-day search for 2 aircrew members. Officials say one airman survived by hiding in mountainous terrain, treating his own injuries while evading Iranian forces. U.S. troops launched a complex rescue mission using deception tactics to keep Iran from finding him first. Both airmen were eventually recovered. The incident comes as the U.S. says it will strike more than 13,000 targets, severely damaging Iran's military. But officials warn even with those gains, small-scale threats still pose serious danger.
American journalist Shelley Kittleson is set to be released in Iraq, according to the Iran-backed group that held her. Kittleson, a freelance reporter from Wisconsin, was kidnapped in Baghdad on March 31st. Her release comes on the condition that she leaves the country immediately. One suspect has been arrested, allegedly tied to the militia. U.S. officials warn that Americans in Iraq remain at risk as tensions escalate. Colleagues say Kittleson's experience and connections help keep her safe, and the State Department is working with the FBI to coordinate her return.
Rapper Kanye West is facing major backlash following controversy over anti-Semitic comments and music. Organizers of a music festival say the events have been canceled after British authorities blocked Ye from entering the country. Officials withdrew his travel authorization, with several sponsors also distancing themselves from the event. Ye responded saying he wants to promote unity, peace, and love, and offered to meet them with members of the Jewish community. But critics say real accountability and change must come first.
Can Cowboy baseball stay hot? Grayson Buchanan is in the Sports Corner with how they match up right after this.
My name's Dennis Abernathy. Lived here since 1968, and I consider myself one of Stillwater's oldest original family jewelers. Here at Dennis the Jeweler, we're more about personal service. My father always told me that anybody can sell the jewelry, and what we're doing is completely different, learning to do the repair work. that is one thing that will keep your business alive, because anybody can sell it, but if not anybody can fix it. To me, jewelry is very, very personal. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and I get to hear hundreds of stories from my clients, which I love to hear. There's always a story with it. I mean, you buy a piece of jewelry for a show of appreciation, a sign of love. There are a lot of different aspects for jewelry when you purchase it.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Welcome back to the Daily O and welcome into the Sports Corner. I'm Grayson Buchanan. Let's get right to it. Cowboy baseball is looking to stay hot in their midweek matchup. Cowboys taking on an always tough in-state opponent in Oral Roberts. Tonight's contest wraps up the 4-game homestand in Oak Rate and is the first of 3 matchups between these two teams. It all seemed to come together for the Pokes as they swept Cincinnati on the back of the long ball and the bullpen. But ORU is coming off of a sweep of their own against Northern Colorado. First pitch here in Stilley is set for 6 p.m. Meanwhile, in Dallas, Cowgirl Golf finishes first in the Huntington Bake Collegiate as they posted a 25 under par. The highlight of this course was junior Marta Silshenko, who tied for first while firing for 13 under par and made Oklahoma State history. Silshenko is the 19th Cowgirl to ever record 250 career birdies. Another notable performer on the course was freshman Yu Chu Chin, who scored a 7 under par. Chin had a solid second round with a career low score of 66, shooting 6 under. This helped her jump 17 spots on the leaderboard between round 1 and 2. The Cowgirls will try to translate this success on April 23rd for their Big 12 championship back in Dallas. Well, with the transfer portal opening today for college basketball, roster changes are already underway in Stillwater. Guards Victorious Miller and Jalen Curry have announced that they're entering the portal after 1 season with the Cowboys. Miller started in 26 out of the 32 games, averaging 10 points, 2 rebounds, and less than 2 assists a game, with Jalen Curry also averaging 10 points, 3.5 assists, while showing a presence on the glass with 3 rebounds. Miller and Curry are the latest to enter the portal, joining freshman guard Daniel Gueda as Oklahoma State sees its first roster moves of the offseason. The transfer portal will remain open until April 21st, and 7 players on last year's squad have yet to make a decision on what's next for them. Well, last week, our very own Kyle Allen walked us through Cowboys football new running back room. So today, let's stay on the offensive side of the ball, but let's take to the skies rather than the ground. Kyle, what's the new receiving room looking like?
Well, Grayson, the wide receiver room at Oklahoma State is going to be a big point of focus for Eric Morris's offense and probably one of the more exciting elements as well. And I don't want to be hiding him for too long because he's not going to hide in the defenses, but the big focal point for that offensive unit is going to be Wyatt Young coming over from North Texas, following his coach and his quarterback. Over 1,200 yards receiving, over 70 receptions as well, and an All-America honor for Wyatt Young. He's joined by a couple of his former and now, again, current teammates in Terrence Lewis and Miles Coleman. Coleman specifically will be kind of the number 2 threat behind Wyatt Young in that North Texas style of offense that scored a lot of points in Denton last season. But it's not all North Texas guys. There are some people from other schools coming in to make plays for the offense. Israel Polk, coming over from Akron in the Rust Belt, was a big threat, especially in the return game for the Akron Zips, as well as Chris Barnes from Wake Forest Chris Barnes was used in all levels of the offense as a runner, as a pass catcher, as a returner. He's got all of the versatility that you could want from a playmaker. The player, though, that I am the highest on in this receiver room, not named Wyatt Young, is Justin Bowick, coming over from Illinois. Justin Bowick has played Power 4 football before, and he is your deep threat. He's 6'5". He has all the size that you could want. And if you've seen any of the coverage coming out of the Sherman Smith training facility, Justin Bowick has that breakaway ability downfield to truly be your deep threat for Drew Mestemaker. So as Wyatt Young and Miles Coleman draw a lot of those double teams and those bracket coverages underneath, look for Justin Bowick to have an explosive year on the outside in those favorable positions. I look forward to seeing what the wide receivers can bring to this offense. Grayson, let's go back to you.
All right, Kyle. Also, before we go, a shout out to former OSU men's basketball head coach Mike Boynton, becoming a national champion as now an assistant coach at Michigan. Well, that's all we have today from the Sports Corner, but don't go anywhere. A new look at the moon. Chance and Reagan have it right after this.
I'm Travis Taylor. I'm the general manager for the Hotel Indigo Tulsa Downtown. I have a real good understanding of the food scene in Tulsa, and I've loved to see the way it's evolved over the years, and I'm glad to be part of it.
My name's Kevin Kyle. I'm the executive chef. I started here, the idea was to do something local. Everything that we try to do has Oklahoma products.
Tulsa is a big oil boom when we were the oil capital in the early 1900s. How Route 66 put Tulsa on the map. And the menu around that was, well, what would an oil worker take out in their lunchbox? That's how Prospect kind of came from.
We never get crazy busy, so we can do a lot of different things with food. And we can do things like wine dinners and have local dinners. We have a private dining room that people can come.
I think being at the heart of the old Route 66 has kind of weighed into us getting a lot of different things brought in from different areas of the United States. When I taste something on our menu for the first time, the first thing I go is, that's Tulsa.
My name's Kayla. I've been here since the beginning, so 4 years. Scratch is more focused on farm and mostly made in Oklahoma products, keeping it local. Sustainability is our biggest thing. That's one of the reasons why this place opened.
I've been the chef here at Scratch for 2.5 years. Started here as a line cook. Our food and drinks are a bit separate entities almost inside the restaurant, so the food is now up to 85% of the products we bring in are raised or grown locally. It's all based off of things that I grew up eating in southern Oklahoma, things my grandparents ate.
About fresh food, clean food, organic food, sustainability, that's all of our thing. From front of house to back of house, we're able to maintain both with freshness. But made in Oklahoma means we get it straight from the farms that are 20, 30 minutes, another little county away. We get it straight from them.
From breaking news to breaking charts, one of pop's biggest names is back in the headlines. Lizzie Hoisington has that in your A-List update. Lizzie.
Yes, Chance. Olivia Rodrigo will drop the first single from her upcoming album, Drop Dead, on April 17th. The singer announced the news on Instagram on Tuesday, with the name of the single embroidered on her shirt. Rodrigo revealed last week that her third album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, will release on June 12th. The artist teased the theme of the album, saying it's full of sad love songs. Well, that's all I have for your A-List update. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for that, Lizzie. For the first time in history, humans are getting a full view of the moon's far side. NASA's Artemis II astronauts flew around the moon, capturing stunning new images from their Orion spacecraft. The crew spent about 7 hours taking photos of the lunar surface, including dark plains never fully seen by human eyes. One of the first images, called EarthSet, shows Earth disappearing behind the moon, a reverse of the iconic Earthrise photo from 1968. They also captured a rare view of a solar eclipse from space. The full set of photos is expected after the crew returns to Earth later this week.
On this day in 1959, Oklahomans made a historic shift on alcohol laws. Voters repealed prohibition, ending decades of statewide restrictions. The move also overturned local option laws, allowing for regulated alcohol sales. The new Liquor Control Act created a state board to oversee the industry. However, liquor by the drink remained illegal until 1984. Despite pushback from Prohibition supporters, Oklahoma never returned to its dry roots.
And with that history, it just so happens it lines up with the celebration still going strong today. Today marks National Beer Day, celebrating one of the oldest prepared drinks. Beer dates back thousands of years to ancient civilizations like Egypt. Today, beer lovers have more choices than ever, from lagers and pale ales to stouts and wheat beers. Craft breweries around the world continue to push the boundaries, introducing new flavors and styles for every taste. So, if you choose to celebrate, enjoy responsibly and remember to never drink and drive.
Well, before we go, let's go back to the Weather Center where Zach has our 7-day forecast. Zach?
Yeah, Chance, I think we're going to see, like we said, going a little bit higher into our temperatures and some wet weekend plans ahead. As we look Tuesday, Wednesday, we slowly see that rise all the way until Thursday, 81 degrees high. We're getting up there, guys. Still some cloud coverage, but then you see that weekend, 80 degrees with some rain all the way until Sunday and Monday, where we see some lightning chances hitting Stillwater. Now, guys, we talked about National Beer Day. I believe the three of us are 21, right? So, oh, poor Grayson. It's all right, Grayson.
It's okay, buddy.
We'll have days for you coming up. But as for right now, guys, favorite beer?
Okay, painting a picture, summertime, on a pool float, Michelob Ultra Cactus Lime.
See, I'm a little upset because you stole the beer right out of my hand.
It could be both of our favorites. It could be both of our favorites.
I have to go with that. The Cactus Lime.
Yeah.
A1.
What about you, Zach?
I'll go Coors Light. Silver Bullet. See the mountains turn blue.
Yeah.
See them turn blue. Yeah, that's my favorite. Grayson.
Well,
one day.
us at the kids' table, we like to drink our sugar-free root beer.
Yeah,
so I'm all about that.
Are you a mug or are you a A&W?
Give me A&W. Give me A&W.
Okay.
Nice.
Now
Well,
we know.
Happy National Beer Day. And that's a look at today's headlines. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure to check out the Daily O tomorrow and the rest of the week for the latest happenings here in Stillwater and across the state. For the Daily O, I'm Chance Annis.
And I'm Reagan Downs. Have a great night, everyone.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Thank you for coming to Stay and Play Pet Resort. This is where we can board your pet at any time for your convenience and make them feel at home. We have 5 different kennels for your pet. We have luxury suites that come with TV, camera, fireplace. The webcam is at your free. We have Kitty City where you can board your cat for multiple different prices. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a free chauffeur service. If you go to Baker Animal Clinic, you can drop your pet off anywhere between 7:30 a.m. and no later than 8 a.m. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a game day sports package. For $37, you can drop your dog off during the game day as early as 7:30 in the morning. Policy states you do not have to pick up your pet up until 1 hour after the game. At Stay and Play Pet Resort, we thrive to treat your best and give them the best at-home feeling.
Ace in the Bowl salsa started many, many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl salsa is an olive oil based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very, very, very good alternative to any snack.